Hey internet, good morning. So, going to crack on with a few little jobs on the 550 today. As you can see, I'm joined by Oscar, who doesn't look like he's in any hurry to move off the seat, so I'll just stand here. So we haven't really got a lot left to do. Now that the tacho's done, I need to crack on and get the brackets made for the headlamp fairing. And that's a little bit tricky, but you know, we'll see how we go with that. And then it's really down to servicing the bike. We've got the oil and an oil filter for it, and we really need to try and find out where that oil leak's coming from. It hasn't really been dripping, so I'm not too sure about that. The garage is a bit tight at the moment. I've had to bring the Transalp in, not because of the weather or anything like that, but where it was parked outside in the back. Oscar used it as a launch pad for hurling himself over the fence into next door's garden. So yeah, I had to move it. So it's back in the garage, and as you can see, let me just turn you around. We haven't got a great deal of room. So yeah, we'll just manage. Maybe I'll stick the Transalp on the lawn, but I think I'm going to have a bit of a sort out. There's some equipment that I need to get out from over by where the RD is, up that side of the garage for tomorrow. So I'm going to have to move it then, because I can't get it out without moving the bike. So maybe then I'll have a bit of a move around and see if we can't get the garage a little bit more organised. But for today, as I say, we're going to crack on with the 550, get that headlamp fairing mounting sorted, and then get those last few jobs done, really. I know I keep saying it, but I have definitely got another back wheel in here for a GPz550 or a Z550, so, and I think that could be up the corner with the equipment that I need to get out tomorrow. So I'll dig that out and see if that tyre holds any pressure and see if the tyre looks all right, and if it is and the wheel's okay, I might just swap that too. You may remember I put a new chain and sprockets on the 550 some time back, so you know, obviously have to swap that rear sprocket over again if I do swap the wheel, but something's got to be done, and it's off for a road test on it, really. So yeah, okay, let's crack on and see how far we get with the these last jobs. It's funny, you know, you almost get a sense of lethargy, really. You know, these last few jobs just need finishing and it's finished, or you know, they just need completing and then the project really is finished. I mean, my wife said to me this morning, she said, well, you know, do you think you're putting it off just because you don't know what to do next? I mean, I know I've got the 600R to do next, and that's going to be a full strip down. So I don't know. We'll just see. But anyway, for today, let's crack on. Thanks very much. Right, so really pleased with that. Brackets are bang on. I didn't really want to have to go through and drill the fairing at all, but you know what, they look quite neat and tidy, so that's fine. So, right, before I put it in place permanently, I'm just going to tidy up the brackets. Those brackets just need nipping up. You know, now I know everything is perfectly aligned, so I'll tighten those brackets up. Touch them up with a bit of black paint. I want to tidy the inside of the nose cone fairing. I'm just going to bob a bit of black paint on there as well. So I'll whip the cover off and let's get that done, just so it looks nice. Okay. Well, that was the first big reveal, I suppose, for the bike. First time it's been outside of the garage really since it was pulled in to have the strip down. So yeah, it's nice to see it out on the lawn, in the daylight, running, with the fairing on. I think it looks really good. I'm really pleased with how it's come out. We're not quite there yet. Some IT work has come up for me this afternoon, which I've now got to do, so I've run out of time for today. But I've only got the oil and filter to do and some finishing bits really. But these bikes, this age, you're never really finished, are you? You're always tinkering with something, so I expect that's what will happen. There are a couple of things that I still want to do that I've done, but I want to redo. One is the seat. I'm not happy with how the seat cover is fitted at the moment. I found a company not too far from here that actually they make, see how these seat covers are fitted on the inside. People who know these bikes of this area will know exactly what I'm talking about, but on the inside of the metal, or the underside of the metal seat frame, there's a number of hooks, and the hooks are what you use to stretch the cover around, and then you pierce the cover onto these hooks, and that's what holds them on. And these hooks break off over time, they rust off, and half of the hooks down one side on this seat pan have gone. So I had to sort of come up with a different way of fitting the cover. I've never really been happy with how it fit. I tried a couple of different things. I tried a really tough, like a U-shaped strip, a very much similar sort of thing that you would put on the edge of your tank really, but it was metal reinforced, so I thought maybe that'll hold it on. No, it wouldn't fit. I tried a couple of different sizes and it wasn't going to work. So the other thing I tried were upholstery. They're for upholstery, but they're sort of a U-shaped flat clip that you push on, and it's barbed so it holds onto the seat and cover. And I don't like them. It looks a bit messy. and one or two fell out, so it obviously isn't working that well. The company that I found online provide this like a repair strip, and it is a strip of metal with the hooks on, and it's pre-drilled, and I guess you can drill the side out of your seat and then rivet it on to replace the failed or the broken ones. It's the only way I can see of doing it, really. So I'm either going to send them the seats to do, but that might be a bit costly, so I might just order one of these strips. I think they're about £20, that's it. I'll have to buy a riveter because I haven't got one, but I think they are quite cheap. But yeah, so I do want to have a go at redoing the seat because I'm not happy with it, and it's not fully supported. It's really squashy and soft, so I think it does need a much better foam pad in there. So yeah, that's it. Oil and filter, back tyre, you know, other than that it's done really. Some bits and pieces that I want to tidy up some more, but as I say, I'll just do those as I'm going along. So I'm not sure what we'll cover in the next video on this bike, but of course we're getting close to taking it out for a road test, so I am looking forward to that. The bike starts on the button now. It's, you know, cleaning the carbs out was definitely the right thing to do. Tick over's a bit lumpy, but only at the moment. It's because it's really quite cold. It's not been running for very long. It's not been running long at all. It might be a bit rich because it doesn't need much choke, and you can turn the choke off really quickly once it's started, as I did on the lawn, and that's why the tick over's quite lumpy, because the engine's still cold. So we might need to look at that going forward, but I like to see what it's like after it's, you know, after we've taken it out and parted its hair a little, shall we say. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to doing the shakedown and finding out what needs doing after the road test. But all of the lights work, everything's fine, runs a treat, sounds great. Yeah, I think we're almost there. I really appreciate you all sticking with me. I know a lot of people have been looking forward to getting to this stage of the project, and you know, and it's great. And I've had a couple of comments where people have said, you know, it sort of encouraged me to have a go as well, and you know, have a tinker in the garage on their own bikes, and I absolutely encourage you to do that. You know, don't bite off more than you can chew, you know, because you'll just get stuck, and you certainly don't want to do anything where you, like with brakes or anything like that, where you might not know exactly what you're doing. But you know, there's plenty of help out there. There's plenty of help on the internet, and you know, if you get to know a good local garage, they're always willing to help out. I'm really lucky. I've got TT Motorcycles just up the road, and Tom's brilliant. You know, I can always drop him an email or go and pick his brains. I really need to go down there and have a look around their new shop. So, because they moved last year, so, or was it earlier this year? But they moved into new premises, and it looks bigger and fuller with lots more stock. So I'll have to go and have a poke around and see what they've got down there. But yeah, it always works well to you know, try chatting to somebody who may have done the job already or knows more than you. So yeah, it's all good. But yeah, I hope you really like the bike now. Anything else you think I should be tweaking it with? I know there's a couple of engine brackets I need to paint that I missed. We need to tidy up this switch control here, and I've got to tidy the cables up. I want some proper cable management really, because the clutch cable is just hanging down like this, and you know, you've got a speedo cable here which is just really loose. So we'll, you know, I'm going to tidy all of that up. Don't worry about that. I'm not leaving it. I'm just really pleased to get to this stage. So thank you very much for sticking with me. It's been just over a year since we started this project. I'll be doing a bit of a recap video as well, you know, of showing all of the stages that we went through. So I'm looking forward to that. But I'll show a picture now of what the bike looked like before when we bought it and what it looks like now, so you know, you've got that comparison. But yeah, I'm really pleased. So yeah, great. Thank you very much. If you haven't already, please do subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you're liking the videos. It really does help the channel, and encourages me to do some more as well. So yeah, all good. I look forward to seeing you next time, Internet. Thank you very much. Bye.